A lot of professionals are talking about doom and gloom. Thank you, Jonathan Miller, for this beautiful article. The source of your real estate information is just as important as the content itself. Housing gloom and doom sells newspapers and software, no matter the accuracy. The U.S. is entering the next phase of the housing cycle as some look to cash in. A few decades ago, many of the movie theaters and their marquees were torn down in Times Square, Manhattan. Manhattan underwent extensive renovations. I snapped a photo of this artwork installation, and the message has stayed with me. I've seen opportunists preying on consumers' fears, riding the doom narrative into the ground for a buck. Just as housing cycles show signs of potential improvement, social media has made the news cycle seem rapid fire, and of course, many believe all that is written on the internet without applying critical thinking. It's so true. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Again, this source is from Jonathan Miller. At least 10 of my friends and colleagues in the real estate world have recently shared posts on X and other social medias, articles in tabloids like the New York Post and former stalwarts of journalism such as Newsweek about an impending housing market disaster. Interestingly, all have been sourced from a guy who was selling subscriptions to his app. Normally, I wouldn't pay any attention to screeds of impending doom because it sounds familiar, and I'm always wary of significant generalizations. That's a red flag. Because so many people I know sent me his posts for a reality check, I looked into it. His efforts remind me of the housing bubble blogs genre during the global credit bubble nearly 20 years ago. It's not that bubble bloggers posted a steady flow of new information. Readers will go there for affirmation that they weren't the only ones questioning the reality of the housing market at that time. I had the granddaddy of all bloggers, Ben the Housing Bubble blog, on my old podcast years ago, and it was very informative. Today's parallel comparison is cable news channels. Consumers don't go there for new information or unfavorable news about their tribe. They go there for community, comfort, and tribalism. I'm not living in a cocoon claiming that the housing market conditions everywhere are peachy, and I'm not defending the housing market itself. It does make me sad that people with social media talent but lacking content can be easily validated by media outlets solely focused on SEO. Critical thinking on housing market issues is often widely generalized to sell a product. Most of us remember that old saying that goes something like this: if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true. How about, if it's too bad to be true, it probably isn't true. I'm Peter Mancini. Once again, thank you, Jonathan Miller, for this incredible share. All the best. Bye-bye.